This program proudly brought to you by your local Home Timber and Hardware's proper spring sale.
Devastation and heartbreak as Samoans count the cost of a deadly tsunami.
You have a look over here. Everything is just completely wiped out.
More than 140 people killed, among them 3 Australians. Many more injured as the world scrambles to provide aid.
This is Nine's Late News.
Good evening and welcome to this special edition of Nine's Late News with the very latest from the tsunami zone in Samoa. 18 hours on, the island nation is reeling from the powerful earthquake and the tsunami that followed. At least 140 people are now feared dead, among them 3 Australians, one of them a 6-year-old girl. 7 other Australians are still missing. The devastation is immense, especially in the south of the country, where entire villages have been washed away. Mark Burrows begins our coverage.
What was once paradise now wiped out by a wall of water. Boats rest high on once pristine beaches, while cars have been thrown around like toys. The epicentre of the undersea quake was 190 kilometres south of Samoa. The tsunami spread across the Pacific. Samoa hit first. A small island north of Tonga was also swamped. At least 10 died here. Here's the first look at the power of the tsunami. This is a bay in New Zealand, thousands of kilometres away from where the quake struck. But look at how powerful the surge of water is.
To Nine News reporter Denham Hitchcock now. He's in Samoa for us tonight. Denham, what's the feeling amongst the people up there? They must be very scared.
Well, that's right, Peter. I mean, the people here, they've never seen anything like it. I mean, first they have an earthquake that cracked the foundations. Next, they have a tsunami that came in 2 waves. And the people that seem to have lived through it, they've spoken about 2 waves that have swept through. The second one, like a surge that you just simply couldn't swim through.
Now, a quick check of the weather around the country tomorrow. Brisbane is in for a fine day and a top of 28. The mercury will climb to 31 in Sydney. Sunny for Canberra, a few showers across the south of the country, 19 in Melbourne, 14 for Hobart, a top of 18 in Adelaide. Fine and cool for Perth, while Darwin can expect a few showers and a high of 33 degrees. Before we go, a recap of today's tsunami in the South Pacific. At least 140 people in the zone around Samoa are now feared dead, including 3 Australians, among them a 6-year-old girl. 7 other Australians are unaccounted for tonight and another 6 are in hospital. The wave generated by the 8-magnitude undersea earthquake swept ashore, washing away entire villages and reaching as far away as Tonga. A specially chartered 737 will leave Brisbane in the early hours of tomorrow morning, carrying a specialist emergency medical team. And an RAAF Hercules will also leave Richmond Air Force Base near Sydney tomorrow morning, carrying disaster teams, rescue equipment and medical supplies. Let's take a look at what's making headlines in tomorrow's national press, and the Samoan tsunami dominates the front pages. The Australian says the most intensive international disaster relief effort since the 2004 tsunami is swinging into action. Sydney's Daily Telegraph has a dramatic photo of a car wedged into the side of a building in Pago Pago, highlighting nature's destructive power. The Melbourne Age reports that aircraft carrying medical teams, disaster specialists and emergency supplies are tonight heading to the tsunami-hit islands. Brisbane's Courier Mail says the number of dead and injured trapped in buildings and communities yet to receive aid is unknown. And that's it for this special Tsunami Bulletin. Nine's coverage continues with the early news from 5 a.m. tomorrow, then the Today Show. Stay with Nine now for The Apprentice Australia. I'm Peter Overton. From all of us here, good night.